Good evening, everyone. We are back. I know we haven't been on videos. I haven't done any videos because let me tell you, the weather's been crazy. Right, Buck? I have to pull that thing that he has on his face. My baby, I got it. I got it out of your eyes. Yeah, so this morning, guys, I couldn't make a video because Buck was hanging out right down the hill. I'm sorry, down the hill. He wouldn't come up to the spot because my father-in-law was with the blower because we had a mess all on the blacktop on the property. There was branches, leaves, sticks. Like, it was such a mess. So, my father-in-law, he wants to keep it clean. So he was doing the blower this morning. Buck wouldn't come up the hill. I kept calling him to come up. I told him, I was like, come on, it's okay. I kept doing that, but it was so noisy. I figured he wasn't going to come up. So I didn't want to make a video of just him standing down there. So this morning I ended up just dumping the apples and the peanuts, everything in his bucket, which he did eat all his food because his bucket was empty this evening. And I know he ate everything, right? You ate all your peanuts and apples? I got butternut squash for him, but I forgot to cut the strawberries up. And I went food shopping today. I forgot to buy extra strawberries or grapes. I was so mad. But I got the butternut squash and apples, of course. But I still have strawberries left in my fridge for him for tomorrow. Yeah, so the weather has been so crazy that it was just too much. Like, I couldn't record. Friday morning, you want everything in your bucket? Really? Baby, he wants it in his bucket. I'm telling you, because I've been pouring the food in his bucket for the past 2 days because of the crazy weather. Friday morning, I fed him, but I couldn't stay long with him because my husband, I had to literally drop the food in his bucket while he was here. And I just dumped a whole bunch of ice cubes in his water. So his water was nice and cold. Yeah, Friday morning, my husband was feeling a little bit out of the weather. So he didn't really want to stay with the baby. Like, he didn't want to, hold the baby or touch the baby because he was like, I'm not feeling good. So Friday morning, I had to, feed him. Then Friday by evening, it was windy all day Friday, all day. But by evening, by dinner time, which... that's when I made the video to tell you guys that it was just too crazy windy. I was even scared to hang out under here because there's so many trees close by that I was scared if, God forbid, a tree would have fell, on me with me being here. And I didn't want him being... oh, I felt something on my arm. And I didn't want him hanging out the spot too long either because it was so windy. Friday evening for dinner time, I didn't even see him, honestly. I called him. I came here. I called him. He didn't come, but it was so windy. I figured he wasn't going to pick up my calls or my scent because it was too windy, crazy windy. So Friday for his dinner, I didn't even see him, guys. I just dropped his food in his bucket and I went back inside because honestly, I got a little scared. Especially when I seen the wind. It was so crazy windy Friday all day that I was like, oh my God. I didn't even know there was a storm. I was talking to my mom on the phone and my mom told me that there was a tornado. I was like, really? Honestly, I didn't even know. My mom said there was a tornado somewhere. We just didn't know where. Because I haven't really looked at the weather like that. But it was really, really scary. I couldn't believe how windy it was. It was really, really scary. Then this morning, it was just too noisy for him to come, up to the spot. So that's why I didn't make a video. So I know a lot of you missed seeing Buck, hearing me. But I'm back. We'll be back now to daily videos because today and tomorrow is supposed to be nice. The rest of the week, the weather is supposed to look good. So now I'm back. My husband's taking a nap. My son is taking a nap right now. So that's why I'm out here, taking my time, feeding Buck. Because if my son was awake, guys, I would have had to do a quick video and stay quick with Buck because, like I said, my husband is feeling a little bit out of the weather. He's starting to feel a little bit better. He thinks he's coming up with a cold because the other day it was really cold out in the morning and he went to work with short pants, a short sleeve shirt. I told him to bring a light sweater, but he started laughing at me. He's like, babe, it's summer. I was like, I know, but it's a little cold out right now. It's like, it could go into your bones, which I was right. So now, thank God, the weather is beautiful. My husband's starting to feel a little bit better today. He told me he's starting to feel a little bit more like himself. He's probably just overtired too. But me and Buck, we're both back. I'm sorry that I haven't like really made videos. Like, I think we've been gone, what, a day or two? But I'm sorry, guys. The weather's just been crazy, you know? And especially how windy it was. That's why I made that short video to show you guys how windy it was by me, that it was just too scary. I was too scared to like hang out, over here by the spot. And then I was thinking, like, I didn't want to hang out here. And God forbid one of these skinny trees would have fell on him or on close by me or something. So I was like, let me not. I called him like 3-4 times Friday for dinner. He didn't come. And that's when my husband told me, he's like, babe, Buck doesn't like windy days. He's not going to show up. I was like, yeah, that's true. Especially it was extra, extra windy. But I know he ate the food because the bucket was empty. And I know it wasn't the raccoons because his buckets were clean. So they were empty and clean. That's how I know when Buck eats the food. Or when the raccoons eat it, I know because the buckets will be like empty, but they'll be dirty. They'll be like muddy and wet inside, especially his corn bucket. So his bucket's been clean. So I know he's been eating the food that I've been throwing in there. There's a lot of mosquitoes out right now. Thank God they're not by him. Yes, I went food shopping today. I got the apples. I got the butternut squash. And just because I usually, like I said, when I go food shopping, I have to write everything down on the list or I forget. So if something is not on my list, I, end up forgetting it to grab it while I'm at the supermarket. And I forgot to grab him either strawberries or grapes. But he still has enough strawberries for like another 2 days. So strawberries, he's good right now. But I do have butternut squash. I have butternut squash and I have apples. I stocked up on that. I always stock up on apples. That's something I never forget. Even if it's not on the list, I never forget his apples. Hold on, guys. I gotta switch because I feel like I have a mosquito on me. And I think I just got bit. Yes, I did. I just got bit. Okay, let me switch back to the other hand. Yep, I just got bit. Yeah, the mosquitoes are bad right now. But we are back. And Buck is doing great, thank God. He's doing really good. Because I'm not going to lie, I was worried about him like in the evening, yesterday evening for dinner time, especially when he didn't come up to the spot. When I was calling him, I was thinking in my head like, oh God, I hope a tree didn't fall on him. I kept thinking all these things. I was like, oh God, I hope he's okay. And then this morning when I seen him that he was hanging out right below that hill, but he wouldn't come up. I stood here for 10 minutes, literally going, like trying to lure, not lure him, but like, get him to come up the hill. He would not come up. So I was like, all right, you know what, Buck? I got to go food shopping. I said I have things to do today. So I just showed him that I dumped the food in his bucket. And I'm sure once my father-in-law went inside and everything quieted down, he definitely came to the spot and ate his food. But Buck is doing great. He's doing good. And thank God he survived the windstorm. So thank God for that, because I was worried about him. I always get worried. When there's bad weather, I always worry about him all the time. Right, big boy? It's me. It's me, Buck. I'm making the noise. Where's my big boy? He's starting to lose his summer coat, guys. So I'm thinking, I wonder if that's like summer's going to end early this year. You know what I mean? It's going to start getting probably colder earlier. But usually around this time is when he starts shedding. Like usually around August, he'll start shedding all the summer coat. Eventually, his whole body's going to look like he's shaved. Like it's going to look like he's like all shaved, like a buzz cut shaved, his whole body by the end of this month. And then by September, he's going to start slowly growing his winter coat. And then by the end of October, going into November, he should have most of his winter coat, but he doesn't get most of it. His full winter coat will be fully grown by December, by like the end of December. Because I remember last year, he didn't look fluffy to me until it was like December. So the winter coat is going to take time to grow in. But that's why he's starting to lose some of his hair. Oh my God, these mosquitoes. I keep feeling them like go on me. So that's why he's starting to lose his hair. That's all because he's losing the summer coat. So if anybody's wondering, you see, and that's why he's getting the dark hairs coming in. That's the winter coat. But he's not going to get the full winter coat yet. Yeah, so I miss, like, Buck, like, being with him. Like, I was like, oh, especially this morning when he wouldn't come up to the spot, which I don't blame him because it was noisy, honestly. My father-in-law was with the blower, and he was literally, like, right here. All here, like, all around, and, like, the property. So that's why I don't blame Buck for not coming up to the spot, because it was pretty noisy this morning. So I was like, I don't blame him. Deers, they don't like noise like that. He does not like... If it was from, like, a house 2 houses away, he won't care. He'll budge. But when it's, like, our house, the noise is coming from our house, he's like, no, I'm not coming. But I figured, I told you guys this morning, too. I said, watch. Later this evening, when it quiets down, Buck will be back. And he did. He was here waiting for me for dinner. My big boy. And I put a whole bunch of ice cubes. I put like 7 or 8 ice cubes in his water. I even put 1 ice cube in the little one's bowl, so their water stays cold too. It's a nice day today. It's a beautiful day. It was a very hot day. Honestly, today was very sunny and hot. And so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's really buggy out. A lot of bugs. Bees and mosquitoes. There's a lot of bugs out. I want to bring a fly swapper with me here to the spot to hit all the mosquitoes, but I feel like Buck is going to get scared, so I'm not going to do it. I was like, let me not. I don't want to scare him. But it is beautiful outside right now. Right now, it's gorgeous. Like, it's not too hot the way it was earlier today. Earlier today, it was like scorching hot. It was so hot. It felt like it was the 90s. Now, it's like more of a breeze outside. It feels nice. Right? And I miss hanging out with my big boy. Yeah, Buck. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Just because yesterday, honestly, guys, I didn't really see him most of the day. Like, I hung out with him for literally like 5 minutes yesterday morning. And then the evening, I didn't see him because he didn't come up to the spot. I was like, oh, I feel like I didn't see him forever. I don't see him 1 or 2 of his feed-ins, I feel like it's been forever. Right, big boy? But Buck is here. He's doing good. Like I said, the storm is gone, the windstorm, because we had a big windstorm. I didn't even know there was a storm named Debbie that was like going on. I mean, thank you for all the people in my comments. You guys alert me on, you just like let me know about a lot of stuff that I don't even know about. Because I only look at the weather on my phone, like the forecast, from where I live, from my state and my town, So I don't look at the forecast like everywhere else. Like my sister, she lives in Pennsylvania, so she usually tells me the forecast every day for her house, and I tell her the forecast for my house. But I don't know, like, what's going on anywhere else around the world, or around the States, around America. I don't know. So I usually find out through sometimes with people in my comments. You guys all tell me, like, how it is in your state. And I'm thankful for that. Oh my God, somebody says 2 squirrels fighting or birds. There's like something going on in the trees. I see trees moving. It's okay, Buck. Those are the birds. Either birds or squirrels, Buck. You're okay, big boy. He's looking because he heard the noise too on top of the trees. I think it was 2 birds like chasing either that or 2 squirrels. Because the squirrels, they make a lot of noise on the trees. They'll be running and jumping from tree to tree. Yeah, he's starting to get all the dark hair. His dark hair is coming in. All his dark hair is coming in. It's starting to come in. And he's losing all the summer coat. I remember when I showed my sister, because my sister, she has a whole bunch of deers by her house, literally like 10 times more than what I would usually see even in my neighborhood. And my sister be like, I never knew that deers, like, they lose hair like that they look like that. And I said, yeah. I said, well, if you really pay attention to them, you'll know. I said, I hang out with him every day throughout all the seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter. So I'm with him all the time, through all the seasons. So I watch his hair change through all the seasons. Even if you guys watch all my videos from like spring, summer, fall, winter, you would see it in the videos every day, his hair looking different and different. Like in the spring, going into summer, his hair just gets brighter and brighter. Like he gets that brighter red, like that red color right there. And then going from like fall into the winter, his hair just gets darker and darker. But he looks beautiful either or, with the summer coat, the winter coat. I just think he looks older when he has the winter coat and, you know, the other antlers. It makes him look like an older deer. I mean, Buck has to be 4 years old. I'm assuming between 4 or 5 years old, or 4.5 years old. Something like that. Because looking at him, I was trying to, like, you know, I went on some Google chart that showed you deers and how old they were. Buck looks between 4.5 years old, between 5, like that age. Right, big boy? Where's my big boy? You're okay. All right, everyone. I'm going to get going. Buck had his dinner. Got to hang out with him for a little bit, which I'm happy. I'm just getting mosquito bites. Look at this mosquito bite I just got right there. Right there. That's a mosquito bite that I just got before when I told you guys, hold on, let me switch the phone. That's because I had slapped a mosquito off of my arm. So I just got bit. It's okay, but honestly, I always say it. I know I'm crazy, but I always say it. Every mosquito bite is worth me getting bitten when I hang out with Buck. I hate it. I hate the mosquitoes. I really do. That's why this summer, like, I try not to stay out here too long, because last summer I had like 30 mosquito bites before the summer ended. I had like, oh my God, my legs looked like I had chicken pox. That's how many mosquitoes I had all over. It was so bad. This year I got bitten more on my arms and hands because I kept my legs and feet covered this year. Last year I came to the spot with short pants, like sandals, like, you know, I wasn't like on top of, like, you know, protecting my skin. This year I'm a little bit more protecting my skin. But my arm is getting so itchy. It's all right. I have the thing. It's called Afterbite, and you put it on when you get bitten, and it doesn't. Your itchiness stops. It really works. When I smell it, it smells like alcohol. So I'm assuming whatever's in there is like rubbing alcohol. I'm assuming we could rubbing alcohol onto our mosquito bites, and they'll probably stop itching. Because I think that's what that thing is made with. All right. Enough of my blabbering. I try to make a long video today. I want to make a long video since I haven't, you know, made really videos like that for a day or two. So I figured, I was like, everybody misses us. Let me make a long video. And I could tell you guys how my day was and how it's been. So everything is going good. And like I said, everyone, that I told you is that the house, you know, is for sale. Doesn't mean I'm leaving today, tomorrow, next week, next month, 2 months from now. Remember, guys, where I live right now, it's hard to like sell houses where I live. So it's not going to sell that quick where, you know, I have to leave like in a few months. It's not going to be like that. So I don't want anybody worrying that I'm not going to see Buck no more. Like I said, it's going to be a while. Where you going, big boy? My father-in-law threw some trimmings over there for him. So he's probably going to go check it out now. Yeah, so it's going to be a while before we leave, you know? We'll be lucky if we can sell the house. Not me, honestly, my father-in-law, because it's his house. Because honestly, my heart breaks to leave. But like I said, I'll announce it, like, you know, when that time comes that, you know, that we have to get ready to leave or something. I will let you know. I just want to give everybody a heads up that, you know, I'm not going to be here forever. But I don't want anybody thinking that I'm leaving today, tomorrow, next week, next month. It's not like that, guys. So don't get worried. We're going to see Buck through this whole winter, this whole Christmas. We're going to see Buck. I'll be here with him. We probably might not even leave till like next year, you know? Depends, you know? Right now it's not a buyer's market. A lot of things are expensive right now, so we will see how it goes, you know? Time will tell. I will miss him, but for sure. I literally, when I'm inside the house and I talk about him to my cousin, I literally, like, I almost about to start crying on the phone, and my cousin's like, "Aw," and I tell them, I'm like, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him so much. But honestly, I don't even want to talk about it no more, about me leaving, because I'm not leaving now anyway. So that's why I'm not even going to bring up that discussion no more, because it just makes me sad to even think about it. But I have everything planned for him before I leave. So then I'll tell you more of that when the time comes, you know? So I'm not going to bring up that anymore. But anyways, Buck is doing great. He had his dinner. The storm is gone. The sun is shining. It's beautiful out. And he's doing good. All right, everyone. I will be back. That's a squirrel making that noise. Like, that's a squirrel. I know. Yeah, so me and Buck, we will be back tomorrow morning, which will be Sunday breakfast. I hope everybody has a great evening and a good night. And me and Buck will be back soon. Ciao for now.